With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Buffalo. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Browns getting their punting team out there. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert! What's that?
Throwing right away is Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Oh, he coughs up the football. The Browns have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, no chance at all. He'll go down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner, that is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years, and then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Alert! Attack!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Allen gonna give this to Davis. He's got it. That's a 1st down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
Alert! Look out!
On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes...
The pressure all over him. He goes down again. Zadarius Smith forcing his way in to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Here's Thompson Robinson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Gun. Hey, tight.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Half 85.
Now it's Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
56.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So after one, the Bills. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now, faking the give. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Christian Benford. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He'll take it at the 12. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Give a tight end motioning left here. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Once again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage across the 50 to the 48.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. To throw, Thompson Robinson. Open man, right side. He's got it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he'll get about 5. DTR to throw. crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's DTR. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Thompson Robinson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Bills. So they make the decision on 4th down and try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They run a toss to Chubb. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Thompson Robinson. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Second and goal. To throw is Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready? Set up.
On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Matt Milano there to stop him. They face 2nd down and 7. Thompson Robinson to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this rough outing, it just continues to get worse. It just seems like as the game gone on, Mike, it just continues to unravel. They just can't sustain any sort of offense turning the ball over at this rate.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Allen. Pass brought in by Samuel. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
What's that?
Now Allen. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Allen to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Makes the score Bills 42. Driver pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end. He will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Where's that?
Out of the gun, Watson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He runs with it. Less than 2 minutes to play in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Five wide.
45-yard line.
Monday. What's that?
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Open. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But it looks like the Bills are going to get it back. A fortunate break there.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Regular. What's that?
Here's Allen to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
This is it. Out.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Alert! Report!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Taken at the 19. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Gun. Five wide. Regular. Stop. Look out!
They go play action now. Here's Allen. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight. What's that?
From the gun, Josh Allen. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. First and 10.
Half 10. What is that?
Here's Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On the handoff, it's Davis. Just a short pickup down inside the 30. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Five wide. Look out!
Here's Allen to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Half. Look out!
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Allen will throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Allen to the air. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Watson going to give it to Chubb. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Back to throw is Watson. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Watson. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Set. Alert.
From the gun, here on third down, Watson. Backs to the open man, it's Tillman. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. It's a Browns first down.
Set.
They bring Judy in motion. Here's Chubb. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. To throw on second down is Watson. He'll get this complete to Jerry Judy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up. Here's a handoff to Chubb. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. Here's first and 10.
Hey, home. Go.
Now it's Allen. Stretching the field is Knox. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Now a give to Davis. That's on the veteran Deion Dawkins.
Middle. What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Trying to find Ray Davis out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to fourth down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15.
Reset. At 31. At 24. 24. Down and go.
On play action, it's Watson. This is brought in downfield by Judy. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Hey, 31. Down and go.
Third and long for Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
42. Browns nothing.
They'll come up here first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Allen going to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Set.
On first and 10, here's Watson. That is intercepted. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick six.
Well, a very fitting way for this. Here, Mike, this has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick six here in the fourth quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
Right back to the air following that pick six. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
Tillman, the man in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down, Browns.
Back to the air one more time. He'll look underneath here for Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll look to throw yet again. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking deep here for Tillman. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. And that's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. Well, there's refusing to take your foot off the gas, and then there's this. I'm not even sure really how to classify it. I mean, to have this type of lead in the 4th quarter and still continue to air it out. Tell you what, I'm going to pay attention to this after the game coach's handshake. I think could be pretty interesting.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. On play action, Allen laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18 at the 29-yard line.
What's that?
Allen to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Third and long.
What's that?
Here's Allen to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to...
Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Bass's kick is good, and the Bills stretch things out even further. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set. Track 60.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano.
What's that?
Here's Davis. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot. You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll try to run. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
Turnover on down.
Here we go. Set go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking deep here for Tillman. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And now he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
They'll go again with Davis. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Bills. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game in perfect harmony as they post a lopsided shutout victory.